10 to 15-minute live stream. Wasn't planning on going live very long. We'll see how many people we get in here for this. My numbers still say 0, so let me know if when you get in the chat room. Anyways, sitting thinking about why cops do what they do and why they're so obsessed with arresting criminals or trying to find reasons for. So let's say this. I was talking to somebody on TikTok, right? Dude wears a cowboy hat, says he's from California, whatever, but that's all good and that's all fine. And I was more than nice to him. But at the same time, what I get is eventually you get to this point in the conversation where he's just like, he becomes mean. And you're like, okay, what was your justification for becoming mean? And I couldn't really make it out as to why he was being mean to me, because you were fine when I was saying where I was from or that it was cold or basically just nonchalant talking. But he just got really upset, and all of a sudden it was I blocked him. His old lady stepped out of the room to go grab a beer, and I said, "You do realize I'm not a troll, right?" I like straight up, like I gave you my phone number, like, hey, call me, Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay, so what is it really? And then he starts saying, I'm pro cop. I'm for the police. How can you what? You're with someone that's triple times younger than you. I'm sitting there talking to you. You've only got one eye. I mean, what's the story here? He's like, "Oh, I don't answer questions," or he said something like, "I don't talk," or whatever. I gather that, or maybe you've had problems on TikTok. But what I'm finding is more and more everybody's live stream is they won't come out and tell you. He's like, I'm a straight shooter. I don't mess around, man. Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, he's just drinking like a fish, which I'm like, yeah, you an alcoholic. I mean, this just to me makes no sense at all. So I don't have long tonight, a little 10-15 minute just enough to get it in. I mean, I don't understand. Like, dude, I get cops in general. Like, they don't want to just come out and say, "Hey, just leave my room." Like, that's all you'd have to say to me. I get it, dude. If you're not into what I'm into, I get it. Like, but at the same time, if you would have just kicked me out minute one, I wouldn't still be here 20 minutes later because you BSing me. And then once I said I'm an auditor, he's like, I don't do the auditor shit. What are you here for? Well, maybe I'm auditing a cop. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing a story. I'm on TikTok. I'm looking at your video. I've got nothing to gain or lose. I'm just seeing you with this person that's triple times as young as you. And I think it's a little odd, y'all just sitting there with beers and whatnot. Whatever. I mind my own business the same as everybody else, but we all just watching random TikToks. But I didn't realize he was going to get so upset. He sure did, though. And it was kind of funny. I kind of thought maybe I could steer him towards the drama dome or somebody and let him have at him, because he's one of them guys. He just, you can't fix stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, dude. If you want drama and you want to talk to me like that and talk down to me, I mean, basically you're gonna get the same thing from me and then a little bit of disrespect on the side. It's how it is. Um would I be able to send a link? I copied his. Okay, so I liked his page. Um, he went offline though. What's his name? Let me think. Was raised. He just had a. He said he was from California. He had a cowboy hat on, and he was sitting in his room drinking. Hold on. I don't know if I can switch over. I might be able to if I can get back to TikTok. Hold on, hold on. Let me do some homework here, Nate Dogs. Could be fun. All right, hold. No, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to let me get back on. Are we back live? All right. It doesn't want to let me back to TikTok. It acts like it wants me to create a TikTok account. It's like I already got one, but who knows? Maybe he reported me and um, pissed off. Um, no, you can't fix them. It's one of those things that it's ingrained in them from a very young age, and I don't know. Yeah, you can have a totally good conversation with a guy, but eventually uh just the negativity comes out of them, and it's like their disdain for what you stand for, morals and values. It's like they have none, and then they just turn into a monster. And it's like, so why do and that's where I got my title tonight was, where do police? I mean, I hope the girl's sitting there watching this right beside him and goes, why'd you ban him? I mean, he didn't do anything. He didn't say F you. He didn't say anything. So your love for the police is, you could have just kept it to yourself, but you wanted to voice your morals and your values and what side you stand on with the blue line, Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it hurts my ego and it hurts my feelings a little bit. Like to get that rejection from somebody that just a random TikToker. I mean, is this how everybody views me on all these platforms? Is that I hurt their feelings by my name, not even by the person that I am, not even because you even heard my voice. Like, give a dude a chance before you just cut him off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dude. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to find a direction or a way to I'm always every if I'm in a Canadian stream, no matter what I'm in, a trucker or a hashtag truckers for freedom, just anything. I'm what is it? Freedom Convoy 2022. I'm always thinking about uh how important it is to connect with your audience. And I'm like, he's not even trying to connect with his audience. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like he's throwing his audience away. He threw 25 people off because he was done with his live stream. It didn't make any sense. And it's because he wouldn't pay attention to anybody in his chat room. And it's like, okay, I get the way I run my live stream, but I was like, the way he did it was just suicide. I was like, bro, this just crazy. Yeah, that he is. He's a sheeple. Yeah, he's one of them. It's you can't turn him any other way. And you're sitting there. But how could you, as a woman, be sitting next to that and just watch that anger spill out or pour out against another human being? I mean, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. I mean, uh, you know. But there again, if you can't accept me for the auditor that I am, or the cop watcher, the cop blocker, then how am I supposed to accept you from the cop abuser who runs around getting blumpkins in your patrol cars and doing your partners in the car and getting caught out in public and taking advantage of women and having babies that aren't even yours just because you took advantage of some lady out in Minneapolis? You got kids you don't even know you got. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to forgive you and your crowd of people? I'm supposed to just be nice to you? But look at your followers. Look at who are following you. Look at your cult like following. And then tell me that my morals and values are off skew. That you somehow control me. You have the right to come cuff me up. That just shit just don't make that doesn't make any sense to me. Um, at some point you have to be willing to fight for what's right and do the right thing, but also, it becomes hashtag freedom. It becomes hashtag trucker convoy 2022. If you can't respect that and you can't subscribe to that, well, you're against it then. If you can't even get on board with freedom, what the fuck are you going to get on board for? You don't care that your gas is $4, $5, $6. You don't care that your burgers are $20. You could care less that you can't afford to go down the block or get your new car. You can't even afford a house to live in. Nope, you don't care because you got your job taking advantage of us, thieving from us. Well, I'm about to tell you, dude, there's a new day coming. And regardless of what you think, people are going to start taking advantage of you. That's what's going to happen. While you're sitting in your car sleeping, that's what's going to happen. That's what's been happening. Why won't you learn from it? Why can't you take a corrective measure and say, okay, this is the way the people view me? Dude, just ask one person about the Super Bowl halftime report and people will freak the fuck out. Why will they freak out? Because they either liked it or they hated it. You either like banging or you don't like it. You don't like freedom. You don't like Eminem. You don't like Dr. Dre. You don't like Snoop Dogg. You don't like blue. You don't like khakis. You don't like sagging your pants down to your ankles. Okay? So, or somebody's like, I don't understand. Okay? Yeah, you don't understand their culture. You don't understand where they come from. You don't understand what they got to do or have done their whole life. You don't understand people taking bullets just to sing their goddamn songs, say what they need to say. So if I don't like you, yeah, you have that right to not like me, and I have that right to not like you. But why are you going to go disrespect me after I've been nothing but nice to you? It makes no sense. But so many people get it. There's a few that get it. Like, you be walking around in the mall or you walking around in public and, hey man, I know what you bought. I went and bought, I say I bought another car today, or the other day from a dealership. And the dude's like, I know you, man. I've seen you on YouTube. And he gets all excited. And now I'm like, damn, he's fanboying out on me, right? A little bit of fanboying shit going on. And I'm like, damn, now I know how James Freeman felt. But it's like, you look at all the people and how much they respect you. But for me to then turn around and shit on that and be like, no, I don't like you. No, I don't watch you, and not promote James Freeman some more. No, I use his name. His name is synonymous with me as to what went on. You got to go watch the video or giving him nooks, or we joke around, we laugh. We're looking at 20, 30, 40, $50,000 cars, boats, trucks, whatever. We're in the shop and we're just chopping it up. But it's like, it's just this mad respect for the fact that I am who I am and he knows who I am. And he's like, I'm just happy I get to see you again. I said, is that a good or a bad thing? Like, because he's like, when he first said it, I was like, is that a good or a bad thing? Like, do you like me or do you hate me? Because that's what it is. It's, you either like me or you hate me, and there is no in between. And so the $1 million question is always, to everybody you run into, is it going to be violent or is it going to be cordial, or is it going to be running across the street throwing shit at me? You know what I'm saying? Or burning shit or flags or threatening, I'm gonna kick your ass after the show type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to come across like that, but don't you think that's the same as what Eminem, Dr. Dre, and Snoop all go through? They go through the drama of cops hating them and not being able to perform, basically being blacklisted their entire careers. They've sold platinum 16 trillion times, right? All those names. But at the end of the day, I mean, just pay attention, man. All right, so I'm going on 16 minutes longer than I wanted to be on. I loved it too, and I loved the performance. Even 50 Cent hanging upside down, I didn't get it. And then today I went back and I watched some of 50 Cent's music videos. So the last 2-3 hours I've been going through Snoop Dogg, Tupac. I've done a little bit of everything tonight. Listen to some gosh, everybody. I don't know. I've listened to everybody. Eminem. Who else I listen to? But just understand that where you come from is not where someone else comes from. And just because you don't understand it, you don't have to down talk it, disrespect it, or disrespect their profession in any way. Because there's a lot of us 90s people that were up in our living room standing up for the first time during a Super Bowl. No other Super Bowl. We weren't standing up because of the football players. We was standing up for the halftime show. We was bobbing our heads. We was dancing to the music. You know what I'm saying? We enjoy the 90s. If you're not from the 90s, you just don't get it. If you wasn't born in the 80s, you just don't get it. So it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. But at the end of the day, you can't sit there and say, oh, I don't respect it. We have to respect your white, privileged ass always doing the announcing, always doing the commentating, always the quintessential bullshit. And we can never get a good commentator in there that probably knows more about the game than Troy Aikman. But because he played, he gets preferential treatment. But maybe we don't want to listen to him anymore. But yet we have to. Yeah, Mommy May says old school, 90s baby. I mean, it just bewildered me tonight. It's just another one of them nights where it's like I could have done a show about anything. I could have made my title anything. But it comes right back full circle, back to cops, back to blue line thugs, blue line gang, blue line. Okay, the ideal, here's what gets us in trouble. It's the idealization to anything, to blue, to red, to a color, to a symbolization. People have lost their way. They're like, oh, cops are so great because they have a badge or because they have a uniform. Okay, but then there's other people out there that are Crips are so great because they wear blue, or Crips are Bloods are so great because they wear red, or so you know, on both sides of the coin flip, it's still idealization of thugs, of sagging your pants to your floor. It's at the end of the day, figure it out where you want to be. Like, are you really a leader? You call yourself a leader, but are you just following the guy in front of you as he's purse snatching from the little old lady? You have to have morals and values in everything that you do. And what's making you look bad, what makes your industry look bad, is sometimes it's the way you're doing shit to other people, the way you're victimizing them. If nobody likes you, it's because of what you've done to other people. And not that you're not for the cause, right? But you ain't out there holding the camera. You out there doing drugs, getting high every day, and then glorifying it to kids, thinking that it's okay. And it's not. It's glorification of you being stupid and how you got rich being stupid because you got all the other stupid people to follow you. All Eminem did was rap about Detroit and 8 Mile, and every stupid kid in America watched him, and now they're all just followers. But on the other side of that, I got to talk shit about the same people that are in the NFL or the football players or the followers that won't kneel anymore. At least Snoop Dogg knelt, but you're not going to see the football players doing that no more because they'll get in trouble. They'll lose all their money. They'll lose their pensions. They'll get hammered. So they don't even know what they're following. They're following NFL. That's it. The letters, the words, and people are like, "Oh, I love it. I love it." But anyways, I got to get to bed. This is on 21 minutes. I ain't got long. I'd love to have guests up and whatever, but I feel like that just causes more bullshit. So, um, I keep it stupid simple because other people keep it stupid simple. I'm going to keep it stupid simple for as long as I need to keep it stupid simple because that's the only way anybody learns is if you keep it stupid, slow, simple. Otherwise, people can't grasp on. You're talking too fast. You're too smart. You're too collectionalized, intellectual being. I don't know. But here's what I do know. I know all these teachers, nobody understands a effing thing that they're saying either. So you're busy getting paid $60,000 a year, and I still don't know what two plus two is. So educate me, hey? I mean, I went to your stupid school, but all I learned how to do was gangbang. I don't know what to say to that. I really don't, man. But you tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'll tell you, um, stop being a hypocrite. That's probably what I'll say to you, right to your face, because at the end of the day, we're all doing the same fucking thing, and we're all just being followers. I'm just waiting for everybody to wake up. Now you scream for freedom, but how about you just go take your fucking freedom back like they took it from you? Treat them just one day like they treated you. Do to them what they did to you, and you will set yourself free. Talk to them the way they talk down to you. Interrupt them the way they interrupt you. Just once. Just once. You will break and fracture their ego in so many places, they won't know where to end, start, or begin. Take any cop, take any judge, take any lawyer, and just get it done, dude. Because if you keep letting them give you the tickets, if you keep letting them overpower you, get the first word in, the last word, and every middle word, and you don't argue and fight, you're nobody. You're nothing. You're a follower. You're a sheeple. You just follow. You're so easily led. If you left my stream and then went over to somebody else's stream, all you're doing is following, man. That's it. Because you on to the next person. You just want to see the next person get tackled. You don't actually want to support. I don't never see nobody putting money into any of these auditors, any of these cop watchers, nothing. How am I supposed to get behind that? There's no support. It falls short, dude. Who even wants to be part of that? You have to will yourself just to go live. It's a waste of my effing time, my life, everything, because it's not what I need. If I'm filming and I film for my own personal reasons, I don't got to put it on YouTube. I don't, dude, all I've done was make myself famous in a few people's eyes. Man, I'm so glad. I'm glad for people like you. I'm glad what you do. I'm gonna write a book about you. Man, I love you. I love what you're doing. But what the fuck we changing? What are we changing? It's not what I'm doing. It's how do I get the shit to stop? I want to do times 10 of what Benjamin Crump does. I want to do times 10 of what Al Sharpton does. I want to do times 10 of what fucking any of my people did for the cause. I don't want to just be somebody that stands by and watches it. Nope, I'm good. You part of the problem then. All right. Hashtag March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, from Cali to DC and everywhere in between, I-90, Sioux Falls, Rapid City, Wisconsin, Minnesota, all the way down to Texas, and everywhere in between. I have a feeling something big is going on, and it's moving, and it's heading its way. It's making the little snake is making its way down to DC. You guys enjoy. Keep your eyes open on the roads. Stay smart and don't do anything stupid. All right. Make sure you honk your horns a lot. All right, man. Peace out.